Hi everybody, this is Baron von Alias and I'm here with another 5 questions, and this time I have MistaBreeze with me, and I'm going to be probing him about his health issues and his music career to date. Hello MistaBreeze.
Hi Baron, thanks very much for having us today in my house.
Yeah, it's quite a pleasure. No problem at all. I'm happy to be here. Okay, so I've got a few questions here for you. It's the 5 questions again, so we're just going to be going straight into that. Could you give me a brief summary of the eye problems that you're having, please?
Brief.
Yeah, just not too in depth, because I know it could take a while.
Yeah, just briefly, I'm diabetic. I'm actually very well controlled, but unfortunately I'm getting all the side effects from having diabetes as long as I have, which has been 18 years. And it's caused bleeding into the eyes, and then every treatment that I'm having, I'm unfortunately getting all the side effects. So basically my retina tore, I had to have my eye pulled out, chopped up. Long story short, I am going blind, like definitely going to be blind. So they're just fighting the hardest, the hospital, to basically preserve my sight. So all they can do is try to project for 2 years. So the idea being that in 2 years' time I've still got sight, but we don't know how long it's going to be. So yeah, I just live every day as it comes now.
Okay, yeah, that's it's not great news, not great, but you've got to stay on the positive side.
Yeah, I've kind of been through depression, you know, and now I'm back.
He's back.
Yeah. Okay,
so my next question is, are these problems at all linked to your obsessive wanking disorder?
Well, when I was younger, I once wanted to see how high I could jizz.
Haven't we all?
Yeah. And unfortunately, it did go in my eye.
Yeah, schoolboy era.
But actually, when I've seen the doctors, I was probably a bit too ashamed to ask them that. But I've done a bit of research, and apparently this has got nothing to do with wanking. Wanking's just a side note in it also. No, I don't think it does.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it might have, because you know they say if you do it too much you go blind, you know, so obviously link the two together.
No, that is a very good question.
I do know you've had that problem as well, you know, it's quite common knowledge that you're a wanker.
This is true. No, apparently it's just wanking, it's good for the soul.
Yeah, so I hear you. And I'd like to say, has this problem affected your music career, and are we likely to hear any solo MistaBreeze material?
So I found out that I was going blind when I was in Big Beat Bronson, and I remember that's around the time when Big Beat Bronson's kind of the music started slowing down, because you know, finding out something like that is, you know, it's a bit of a kick in the gut.
Yeah, I suppose it puts things in perspective a little bit.
Yeah, but then go through these things where you know, I've had depression, so then I felt that I was beating depression, so then that's when things start picking up. But then it can take anything to kind of like slow you back down. And I'd say even kind of, so we kicked off The Great and the Magnificent, and The Great and the Magnificent was meant to be, you know, back, ready to go. But then probably the last 8 months, I just felt like I had nothing else to give. And then that's just probably why you think about the eyes more, and then that coincided with having to have the big eye operation. And you know, that was scary, because they told us if I didn't have that operation within 2 weeks that I was going to be blind in one eye. So that was like a last gasp kind of chance for them to save that eye, which again, I'm having loads of problems in that eye, but they did save the sight. And that's why I've just basically done nothing. But yeah, I've been working on some new solo material. When I say
getting back to the point, yeah.
Yeah, when I've been working on some new solo material, when I say that, I mean I've been producing a lot of music. And yeah, done a few little bits.
Are we likely to hear any of this music?
I don't know, because what I did is, I kind of went and started making music that I would want to hear. I didn't want to kind of worry about putting that out.
That wasn't another question, by the way, that was part of the same one.
The same one, yeah.
Elaborate.
I wanted to do something for myself and not worry about anyone else. So I guess maybe when Baron von Alias puts his out, I might feel jealous and I might want to put some music out myself. So.
Yeah, because I know that was a factor when Baron put his peak video out. I think it sort of made you feel a little bit inactive and put you back on the map a little and get your foot in the door and get back to work, didn't it?
Yeah, what a bastard. Leaving us behind.
That leads nicely into my next question, which is, where do you think you would be without Baron von Alias?
I probably would be happy, because the Baron, like, he's somebody that kind of drags the life out of you. He's somebody that kind of thinks about himself a lot, and
very self-centered.
Yeah. And I'd probably still be doing that old MistaBreeze style music, which was probably the best music I've ever done. Nobody's heard that either, because that's on my laptop, which is just over here.
So is that something that's going to see light of day at some point?
Nah, definitely not.
Okay.
I think I'm a person that likes to make music for myself, and I don't know, the Great and the Magnificent's a good way for us just to then get that out, because I'm like, alright, well, we'll do that for the people. But yeah, quite a lot of MistaBreeze stuff is just stuff that I just want to make at the time. So
basically you're saying without Baron you'd just be happy? Which basically what your answer was.
Yeah. Yes.
You'd be happy? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. And my final question number 5 is, who would you most like to collaborate with from this Northeast hip-hop scene in the future?
Can we put who I'd most like to collaborate with first? So if I said Ja Rule.
Well, yeah, sort of dream one, yeah, but a more realistic one to follow, yeah.
Ja Rule, dream-wise. And then actually, yeah, so I've had an idea that I really want to collaborate with 2 guys on one track, and I think actually this could be a Great and the Magnificent track. So
this isn't another dream, is it?
No, this is
guys.
Okay, you got us there.
Okay.
But no, this one I think a Great and the Magnificent track featuring 2 up and comers in the Northeast scene who I rate quite well, and that's 90 Bro and Lister.
Okay.
I think the 2 of them on a track would be really good, and they're 2 guys that I would definitely like to work with.
Oh, so there we go. 90 Bro and Lister. If you're listening or watching, then MistaBreeze, he's up for it. And yeah, that brings to an end my 5 questions session. And I'd like to thank you, MistaBreeze. Thank you for your time.
No, that's no problem. Any time, mate, that you want to come around into my place and interview me.
It's always a pleasure to be here.
Wonderful. Yeah.
Right, so if you'd like to like the Facebook page and all the links below, they're all down here. Check them out and click them. And also hit the subscribe and the notification bell for all the latest content. Thanks very much.
See ya.
Bye.